Hello everyone, this is Flammy. We're back for part 7 of my Let's Play. Okay, a couple things that are new this time. As you can see, we finished up our air defense. I actually forgot to start that at the end of the last video, but I started a couple hours later, so it's now done. So that only targets air, but it is very good at what it does. I had to change up our base to incorporate it, so as you can see over here on the right side where it now is, this used to be the buffer wall that the archers couldn't shoot over to hit the mortar, but it now has the air defense in here. I thought about putting it outside the walls. You'll see this, it's pretty common, and I really don't like it actually, in other people's bases. A very common place is just to put it just outside the walls, like a mine or a barracks or something, as if it was a normal building defending your inner defenses. I'm really not a fan of that because they're obviously very easy to pick off when they're out there, and if someone's attack relies heavily on air, it's not really a problem to throw away 10 barbarians. If you can take out their air defense, then you can deploy the rest of your, I don't know, 6 to 10 balloons. And at later levels, mass air attacks are very common. I've been attacked on my main account with 30 plus balloons at once. It failed miserably, but that was because I had good defenses and my air defenses were inside. Okay, so yes, air defense only shoots up. Only hits a couple of the units, but is important. I also, since last time, we finished up the construction on here. We have a balloon queued up. This is now level 6. We can now build balloons. This balloon's actually not going to finish. My army camps are full, but I knew that. They just take 10 minutes to train, as I'll pull up right here. So 10 minutes to train, very, very slow, 5 housing spaces. Probably most important about them is they target defenses, just like giants, so they're going to be good at targeting them down. Movement speed is 10, which doesn't necessarily need to mean anything to you, but just know they're pretty slow. I think they're possibly the slowest unit in the game. Not sure about that. Goblins, I believe, are just over 30, being the fastest. Okay, they also do splash damage, which is, I think they're the only unit? Yeah, they're definitely the only unit to do splash damage other than wall breakers. Their splash damage is not a big radius, so it really doesn't matter. Sometimes you'll see they'll kill a wall next to the building they're attacking, but only if they're lined up on the right side of it. Right side being the correct side of it, in comparison to the wall. Okay, what else is new? Oh yes, so I said last time that all of our defenses were max except our air defense. And while that was true for the mortar and for this archer tower, so you need to upgrade your town hall level 5 to upgrade that actually wasn't true for the cannons. So the cannons were level 4, they're now level 5. So I upgraded both of those. Those cost 50,000 gold each and took about 6 hours. But they are now max as well, as you can see. You can also see up here that they're currently doing 25 damage, and if I pull up the archer tower, it also is currently doing 25 damage. But you also might notice that the archer tower is level 4, while the cannons are level 5. So that means the archer tower is better in damage than the cannons at lower levels. That will change at higher levels, you should know. But also, the archer tower is better in other ways as well. If we pull up the info, we can see it's got a range 10, and it can hit both ground and air. If I pull up the cannons, by comparison, we have range 9, and it can only hit ground. So definitely go with the archer towers, and upgrade the archer towers first, up until maybe level 5, 6, at least. Okay, so now the only defense we can upgrade is the air defense. I probably won't do this unless we just have the gold laying around. It's not super critical. As you can see, it already does 80. And I'll pull up the balloon, so it's 80 per second, and the balloons are, oops, why do I keep doing that? Okay, the balloons only have 150 health, so that means it takes 2 seconds to take down one balloon, which is like, imagine a giant dying in 2 seconds to a single turret. That's very fast, that's high DPS for what they're targeting. Balloons are low health, which is only makes the problem of them dying really quickly to air defenses even worse. It also tells you you really can't use balloons to take out air defenses by themselves, or take out defenses while being fired on by air defenses. Okay, so now we're going to, actually, I'll review recent attacks. I don't think we've had any serious ones, but it's been a while. We did have that one. And that one. Looks like we lost in here. Yeah, it's been a while. So here's the mass barbarian attack. You can see a whole ton of random single attacks since then. And it looks like it's actually been long enough that I can't actually view this replay. But you can see that we lost. They didn't get much resources, though. We can view the replay on this. A level 11. Oh, I don't want to take that. Can we revenge that? Probably gonna have a shield. Damn. Let's see what their base looks like. It's probably terrible being a level 11. If I notice that their shield is down at some point, we might just have to take advantage of this. So this is what viewing a destroyed base looks like. Town Hall is obviously right here from the large ruins. These glass ones, I'll just teach you how to read these guys real fast. These glass ones are elixir collectors and elixir storage. These 2x2s are going to be the builders' huts. You used to be able to actually select the ruins and see what their names were. I would guess that this, and this are going to be gold mines. This are cannons, I believe. Defenses, if you look at the shadow on the square, defenses are not actually centered, so you can sort of tell that in the ruins. I would guess that's maybe like a mortar or an archer tower or something. I'm not sure. I'll go home and actually show you what I mean by the defenses are not centered. It's just a graphical thing, but if you're looking at a ruined base, you can sort of use it to your advantage. So this is most easy to tell on something like the archer tower. So if you just look at where the posts of the archer tower are in comparison to the corner of the squares, you can tell that it is absolutely centered left and up from what would be the center. And that makes sense if you think about it, given the angle that this game is presented to us. It lets you stack stuff if there's a building right below it, like let's arrange this barracks. Come on, stay. This barracks, it's cutting off part of the green for the archer tower. And if it was down, it'd be cutting off more, and the barracks isn't even a particularly tall building. As an extension of redoing the buffer walls, I also moved some of these buildings around out here, but you can sort of see where they are. It's not really a big change. It does make them more compact over here on this side, so this barracks moved over, which I guess is a slight benefit. I also put buttress walls out here for wall breakers coming in. I expect a decent number of attacks out here coming in to get the mortar fast. People like to do that. So I'll probably be upgrading those walls soon. Okay, I have some notes here. What else do I need to talk about? Okay, last thing to do then is queue units, and then we'll go on the offensive. We'll come back and view that replay later. So as you can see, I already queued this one balloon, but, well, let's look at it. See, I've got 93,000 elixir, and remember we're capped at 101,000. So what we can do is we can basically effectively pre-spend our elixir. So we've got, I changed up my composition too. I don't think I mentioned that yet. We've currently got 6 giants. I haven't used this to attack yet. 3 goblins, 2 wall breakers, blah blah blah. 30 and 10. Archers, barbarians. So what we can do is we can queue guys up. And you generally only queue units you're pretty sure you're going to expend in the battle. But that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend all 6 giants and all my infantry, because they're easy to spend. So, now we're at 87,000. Well, it's not a huge difference. It is definitely, means we can steal 5,000 extra elixir. Now what I can also do is, I can queue up some extra units in here to take up more elixir. So the most cost effective for the space, well, I guess it's sort of the opposite. The most cost expensive for the housing supply are wall breakers. So I'm just going to queue up 10 wall breakers in here, and this can take an extra 10,000 supply. So now we're down to 77,000. So we can steal about 25,000. And you can, so say we come back from attack and we only stole 5,000. Well, if I need that elixir back, I just go cancel, 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 and you can come see up here, it refunds the elixir. But we're not going to do that, so I'm going to queue these guys back up. Okay, let's go. That's enough to